getting ready here. I'm just going to finish noshing on this bagel and we'll be up.
Hello everyone, I'm Shinya Takahashi, and I'll be your guide for today's Nintendo Direct. You just saw a new trailer for Wave 2 of the Splatoon 3 Expansion Pass DLC, Side Order. This brand new story is set in the Spire of Order, where you'll strengthen your character's abilities as you ascend the Spire's floors. We're developing this single-player DLC so it can be played over and over again. It's planned to release in spring 2024, so please look forward to it. Okay, let's see our first batch of Nintendo Switch headlines.
The toys are back in town. Donkey Kong. Mario.
Here we go.
The rivalry that heated up on the Game Boy Advance system reignites on the Nintendo Switch system. With his eyes on the prize, Donkey Kong has stolen all the mini Mario toys from the factory. And it's up to Mario to track him down. In each stage, contraptions and other challenges await. Observation and action are vital to your success. Mario needs to reach the key, but he can't quite cross the gap. That monkey's tail looks a little suspicious, though, doesn't it? If Mario does this, now he can get across and safely grab the key. Platform too high? Reach it with a handstand jump or a backflip, like that. Observe and act to collect mini Marios, clear stages, and face Donkey Kong head-on. In this updated version of the game, you can play with a friend in local co-op. However you choose to puzzle your way through, it's up to you to recover the toys. Mario vs. Donkey Kong launches on Nintendo Switch February 16th. Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo eShop. Save the prince and the world. Guide Sargon as he sets off to save the Prince of Persia and restore the world's balance. Tapping into the roots of the Prince of Persia series, this game features 2D, side-scrolling action-adventure gameplay. Dash through breathtaking environments in a mythological, Persian-inspired world. But don't linger too long if you hope to survive. Harness sword and bow techniques, as well as time powers, to best these hostile lands. As your journey progresses, Sargon will grow stronger and learn new abilities that expand his arsenal. Equip amulets to further boost your abilities, among other perks. The number of amulets you can equip is limited though, so choose wisely. Use everything at your disposal to navigate this harsh world and defeat the mythical beasts that stand in your way. Get ready to save the prince and discover the mysteries of Mount Kaf. When Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown launches on the Nintendo Switch system January 18th. You can receive the in-game Warrior Within outfit by pre-ordering the game from Nintendo eShop. These games will help you chase your passions. Rev up for true arcade racing in Horizon Chase 2. Speed through stunning environments, each with its own dynamic art style, while overtaking your rivals on the road. Play the main campaign to unlock vehicles, courses, and more. You can
First
also
one was really fun.
upgrade your vehicle and style it to fit your high-octane needs. Itching for more racing action? Up to 4 speedsters can put the pedal
don't get
to
me
the
wrong,
metal
it's no Cruise
in
and Blast,
couch
but
co-op or
it's
online.
pretty cool.
Go full throttle in Horizon Chase 2, launching on Nintendo Switch later today.
Sorry about the delay at the beginning. I had to finish
Warm
with
up
that
for
so I could take my
musical
medicine.
mayhem in this rhythm-based adventure. Time your button presses with the music to solve puzzles and battle bosses. Over 30 thrilling tracks await, including music from iconic Konami games. Up to 4 friends can battle it out in versus modes or
Jam together in local or online play. Super Crazy Rhythm Castle launches on Nintendo Switch November 14th. Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo eShop.
Anya Forger has a new assignment from school, creating a photo diary.
That get
On
really
weekdays,
weird sounding.
you'll head to class,
For you guys?
then
This-
enjoy
that
family
was weird
time
for
in
me.
the evenings. On days off, you can visit all sorts of exciting places, like the beach or an art museum, in search of subjects to photograph. How will you spend your time with friends and family? And what kind of photo diary will you help Anya make? Spy Anya Operation Memories launches on Nintendo Switch next year. Mario's first RPG adventure returns. The Super Mario RPG game is back with updated graphics. Let's go over some new and returning gameplay features. Time your button presses with action commands to increase damage dealt or decrease damage received. When you time your attacks perfectly, you can now damage all enemies at once. Every successful action command will fill this gauge. When it's full, you can unleash the 3-character triple move. Depending on your current party, the move will change, so experiment with different combos. During your adventure, you'll encounter bosses with colorful personalities. After clearing the game, you can fight some of them again. But these powered-up bosses aren't gonna be easy. Set off for adventure with Mario and Friends when Super Mario RPG launches on the Nintendo Switch system November 17th. Pre-orders are available now on Nintendo eShop.
Hey. Look alive. We're almost there.
The Nintendo DS game Trace Memory returns on the Nintendo Switch system as another code to memories. One day, a young girl named Ashley receives a letter from the father she thought had passed away. Seeking answers, she sets off for the solitary Blood Edward Island in search of him. Once there, Ashley encounters puzzles and obstacles that hinder her investigation.
Can you see me?
She also meets a mysterious boy. What truths await Ashley in this place?
And no matter how hard I try, I can't remember Dad's face. Who are you?
The sequel, Another Code R, Journey into Lost Memories, previously unreleased in North America, is also included.
So this is like Juliet, huh?
Play both games to experience the full story. Unravel both adventures, fully enhanced for Nintendo Switch, when Another Code Recollection launches January 19th. Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo eShop.
Another code recollection includes 2 games, the Nintendo DS game Trace Memory and its Wii sequel which was never released in North America. Both games are fully enhanced on Nintendo Switch. Please look forward to playing them early next year. Next, please take a look at this.
One day, a loyal toad presented a flyer advertising a show at the Sparkle Theater. Princess Peach and some toads went to go see it, but then... The Wicked Grape and the Sour Bunch suddenly made their grand entrance and took center stage. Now, it's up to Peach and the theater's guardian Stella to save the play and the day. This perfect performance has become a terrible tragedy. Luckily, Peach can use the power of Stella's ribbon to face off against the Sour Bunch. The ribbon alone won't always cut it, though. So let's do this. Whoa! Peach transformed into Sword Fighter Peach. By transforming, she can use fantastic show-stopping abilities. Fend off the Sour Bunch with sensational swordplay. Can Peach save this performance and its performers? There are more stolen shows to save. Valuable artifacts from this museum have gone missing. Become Detective Peach, investigate clues, and track down who done it. Desserts
This
have
looks
been
really fun.
snatched from this sweets festival. Turn
Really
into
fun.
Patissiere Peach and save it from a sugar crash. The Sour Bunch got their hands on this martial arts school. Become Kung Fu Peach and take it back from these foul fiends. Many other transformations are just behind the curtain. The stage is set. Our leading lady is ready for the spotlight. Princess Peach Showtime makes its debut on Nintendo Switch March 22nd. Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo eShop.
That was a new look at Princess. Changes depending on her transformations. It looks like there are more transformations beyond the ones we showed today.
Sorry about that,
so
hit the
please
wrong
stay
hotkey.
tuned. Let's continue with some more headlines.
A new saga begins. A multi-layered RPG full of rich stories awaits in Saga Emerald Beyond. There are 6 heroes to choose from. A young man who fights with sentient puppets. A witch disguised as a schoolgirl to mask her identity. A crime-fighting duo chasing down a mysterious organization. A songstress mech who lost her voice and body. And a king of darkness who was recently reawakened. Select a hero, then follow their journey through 17 interconnected worlds as they strive to achieve their goals. How the story unfolds is in your hands. The choices you make can unlock different paths, more than ever before seen in the Saga franchise. Fight in timeline battles, turn-based combat in which turn order is crucial to victory. Use special techniques to control the order of actions, or activate team combos to swing the tide of battle in your favor. Saga Emerald Beyond launches on Nintendo Switch next year. The legendary Raider returns. The first 3 Tomb Raider games, all with upgraded visuals, are venturing onto Nintendo Switch in one daring collection. As the fearless archaeologist, Lara Croft, you'll travel the world and face off against deadly foes and even deadlier legends. climb, backflip, and swan dive through perilous quests spanning different countries and mythologies. Along the way, you'll solve puzzles to uncover treasures of the ancient world and unravel mysteries lost to the ravages of time. This faithfully remastered trilogy comes with all of the expansions and secret levels for each game. You can also toggle between the original polygon look and the upgraded visuals at any time. Tomb Raider 1 through 3 Remastered, starring Lara Croft, launches on the Nintendo Switch system February 14th. Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo
Happy Valentine's Day, I guess, right?
This detective's got a second bolt of brilliance.
Every great detective starts their day early.
This is Rhyme City, a place where humans and Pokémon coexist. The detective duo of Pikachu and his partner Tim investigate various cases while searching for Harry, Tim's missing father. Tim interviews people, Pikachu interviews Pokémon, and they find the truth together. They'll also rely on other Pokémon to broaden the scope of their investigations. Follow Sense with Growlithe. Smash rocks with Darmanitan. And peer through walls with Luxray. Can Tim and Pikachu solve all the mysteries and find Harry? Find out when Detective Pikachu returns. Launches on Nintendo Switch October 6th. Pre-orders are available now on Nintendo eShop. This game's a real toot. Raise your brass for the quirky rhythm game, Trombone Champ. Play the notes in time with the music as best you can. But how you play that horn is up to you. You can use gyro controls to adjust the pitch up and down. Or the IR motion camera on the right Joy-Con controller. The controls are pretty unique, and mastering every control scheme won't be a walk in the park. Honk your way through nearly 50 songs spanning various genres, from classical to electronica and everything in between.
I need
Plus,
this.
Up to 4 musicians can band together in local multiplayer. Trombone Champ slides onto Nintendo Switch later today. Battle your way to victory in these Nintendo Switch games.
That was the shadow drop to end all shadow drops.
10 teams of 3 will duke it out for survival in this online battle royale brawler. Knock your opponent's health down to 0 and deliver a finishing blow, or shove them off the collapsing terrain to win. Choose from 15 heroes, each inspired by a different mythology. Work with your allies to be the last team standing. Battle Crush is free to play and launches first for consoles on Nintendo Switch next spring. A closed beta test will be available this October. Lead your mercenaries to fame and fortune in this open-world tactical RPG. Take up various contracts, from protecting townsfolk from thieves to vanquishing the land's most notorious figures. Before battle, equip your mercenaries with the best gear and skills to claim victory and live to see another day. Up to 4 players online can jointly command a troop and journey together across this vast world. War Tales launches as a timed console exclusive on Nintendo Switch later today. Run and gun in this reimagining of the beloved NES classic, Contra. Blast through explosive stages with a devastating arsenal of weapons to crush the Red Falcon forces. Spring into action with easy pick-up and play controls and a variety of difficulty options. This reimagining from Konami and WayForward features new weapons, enemies, powerful super attacks, and a 4-player co-op mode. Contra, Operation Galuga storms onto the Nintendo Switch system early next year. Liberate your kingdom. Reclaim your destiny.
'Tis a grievous tale which speaks of Fevrith, one of stolen destiny, stolen minds, and stolen nations. Yet as the world stands consumed by immense evil, a fallen prince shall rise again, ring of legend lighting his path.
That is the Ring of the Unicorn, ancestral treasure of Cornia's royal lineage. Legend speaks of your ancestors wielding it to purify evil.
Yet the answer is clear as day now. The path before us is laid bare, and all that remains now is to walk it. Walk it I will, Mother.
Freely traverse an expansive world. Gather new allies, forge your bonds, and lead the liberation to glorious victory. Cultivate a grand army with over 60 unique characters, from humans and elves to massive beasts and heavenly angels.
Today marks our first foray into the mists of despair which hang heavy over our home. It may take days, months, or even years, but I shall see the duties of my bloodline fulfilled.
Atlas and Vanillaware present the rebirth of tactical fantasy RPGs. Unicorn Overlord. Available March 8th, 2024.
Luigi's Mansion 2 HD. Welcome to Evershade Valley, a place that's screaming and teeming with the supernatural. Luigi, our faint of heart hero, was sent here to check it out. Time for some mansion mayhem. No spooky adventure is complete without this vacuum-like device, the Poltergust. Use it to light up dark areas, vacuum up objects, and interact with the environment. It's a handy tool for your paranormal escapades. Plus, when you spot a ghost, pop! You can stun them with the strobe bulb, then vacuum them up. You can even grab multiple ghosts at once. In this game, you'll find ghosts haunting, a former plant research lab, a broken-down clock factory that's full of sand, a mine covered in ice and snow, and even more places. These troublemakers will use every trick in the book to block your path. Can Luigi summon his courage and save the day? Looking for other ghost hunters? Up to 4 players online can do some exercise across different multiplayer modes. Luigi's Mansion 2 HD creeps onto Nintendo Switch next summer.
How was that? Next, we have 2 announcements to share. First, please take a look at this video. What's that? It's a large question block. Actually, this question block currently appears on the roof of the previously announced Nintendo Gallery that's under construction in Uji City, Kyoto Prefecture. The official name of this gallery will be the Nintendo Museum. At the Nintendo Museum, a wide variety of Nintendo products from the company's history will be displayed. Construction is going well, and we plan to finish up by March 2024.
They'll just have Shiggy in the
more
corner.
information, such as the opening date,
Could be like
at
a
another
curator.
time. Please stay tuned. Next, we'd like to share some updates on upcoming Amiibo figures. These Zelda and Ganondorf amiibo figures are releasing on November 3rd. And amiibo figures of Noah and Mio from the Xenoblade Chronicles 3 game will be released as a set on January 19th, 2024.
I want the Zelda and Ganon ones, like, pretty bad.
And finally, we have a new amiibo figure to announce. The DLC fighter from Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, Sora from Kingdom Hearts, is on the way. With the release of Sora, everyone is here from Super Smash Bros. Ultimate in amiibo form. Please look forward to its release next year. That's all for today's amiibo announcements. Next, please take a look at this.
Predictable. I fucking called it, F-Zero. I called it.
The first F-Zero game returns as a 99-player battle royale. F-Zero 99.
I was so worried it was going to be this.
F-Zero courses with machines from the original Super NES game. Tear through courses in high-speed races, but be careful. Your power meter will decrease if you crash into pilots or guardrails. If it hits 0, you're out. You'll need to avoid collisions and conserve your power meter to stay in the race. Feeling risky? Spend some of your power meter for a temporary speed boost. You can also collect Super Sparks, which appear when machines collide, to boost up to a special path called the Skyway. It's your best chance at bypassing your rivals and jumping into a higher position. Complete goals while you're racing to unlock cosmetic options for your machine.
The best song in their whole lineup is Big Blue, which they
99
play
players,
now.
1 winner. It's time to race your way to first place. Because F-Zero 99 will be available exclusively for active Nintendo Switch Online members later today.
More than 30 years after its original release, F-Zero is back as a battle royale game. This title also supports the Super NES controller available exclusively for Nintendo Switch Online members. We hope you will give it a try and aim for first place. Okay, let's continue with some more headlines.
One little hero, one humongous problem. Welcome to Vandal City, a whimsical land inhabited by small fuzzy beings called Yordles. After a party gets a little too wild, the portals holding the land together collapse and throw everything into chaos. It's up to you and your knitting magic to stitch Vandal City back together. Journey across the land to gather materials and craft items and meals for the locals. As you continue gathering and crafting, you can weave together new upgrades by unlocking more branches of the skill tree. Enchant your experience even further by embarking on quests and hosting festivals for the community. Can you save Vandal City? And what mysteries will you discover during your magical adventure? Vandal Tale, a League of Legends story, launches on Nintendo Switch next year. Wait, did you hear that? Join best friends Nunu and Willem on a journey across the frozen wilds of the Freljord. Jump, climb, and sled your way through a beautiful yet treacherous land, where every step taken and each puzzle solved will bring you closer to the truth about these friends and their past. Song of Nunu, a League of Legends story, launches on the Nintendo Switch system November 1st. Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo eShop. Let's move into Formation.
A trip with these chumps doesn't feel like a prize.
Greetings! Welcome to the island. This tropical resort contains tons of microgames that'll get your body moving. In each microgame, you'll get into a specific pose called a form. Copy the form shown, then perform the correct action as quick as you can.
Hand model.
The micro games will come one after another, so look alive. Plus, up to 4 players can battle it out in party
This just
mode.
looks like another way for me to throw my pack, to be honest.
Reach the goal without getting caught by Medusa.
Freeze!
Or settle the score in an arena to be the last one posing. With over 200 lightning-fast micro games and multiplayer modes aplenty, everyone's in for a wacky time. WarioWare Move It launches on the Nintendo Switch system November 3rd. Pre-orders are available now on Nintendo eShop. A heroic tale will soon unfold. Lead an army of over 100 heroes into battle and put an end to an empire's invasion. Meet Noah, a humble villager. Sane, an officer from the Empire. And Marissa, a forest guardian. These 3 band together to fight for a common goal. On their journey, they'll meet a variety of heroes who can join their cause. This is your home base, known as the headquarters. As allies join you, additional facilities will become available. You'll be able to tend crops, open shops, and more. Each hero you encounter has their own backstory and motivation. They may not always get along at first, but these conflicts may strengthen the bonds between your heroes. Trust, betrayal, justice, and truth. A heroic tale will begin when Eiyuden Chronicle 100 Heroes launches on Nintendo Switch, April 23rd. Participate in some pixel-perfect play. Next stop, Octopia. Travel to a charming parallel world in this paid DLC for Eastward. Help Sam and John turn the pages of a new chapter as they adjust to country life in a mountainside village. Tend to livestock, whip up culinary delights for your neighbors, and restore buildings to help the village thrive. And if you're new to Eastward, don't worry. You can access the DLC even if you haven't played the main story. Eastward Octopia ventures onto Nintendo Switch this holiday. Get back into the groove. In this sequel to War Groove, charge across 3 tactical campaigns with valiant factions, including a new Mousefolk faction, the Fari. Plus, you can now supercharge your commander's groove to unleash devastating attacks. Lead a roguelike offensive in Conquest mode. Battle friends locally or online. Or create and share your own cutscenes and campaigns. War Groove 2 marches onto Nintendo Switch as a console exclusive October 5th.
Get out of my way!
Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo eShop. Dive and catch fish by day. Then serve them as sushi by night in the aquatic adventure, Dave the Diver. Use the fish you've caught to concoct recipes and create the day's menu. Then tend to the clamoring customers at your sushi restaurant. Explore an ever-changing underwater world to find the best ingredients and strive to exceed culinary expectations. Dave the Diver launches first for consoles on the Nintendo Switch system October 26th. Pre-orders and a free demo swim onto Nintendo eShop later today. The final wave is racing in. Here's a sneak peek at Wave 6, the final wave of the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass DLC. From the Mario Kart Wii game, Daisy Circuit. More returning characters are also being added in Wave 6. From the Mario Kart Double Dash game, Diddy Kong. From Mario Kart Wii, Funky Kong. And from the Mario Kart Tour game, Pauline. And also, Key Jet. Wave 6 of the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass DLC for the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe game drives onto Nintendo Switch this holiday. Active Nintendo Switch Online Plus Expansion Pack members can enjoy this DLC at no additional cost. The DLC can also be purchased on its own. Something new is among us. This new map for Among Us is free and launches this October.
What did you think? Thanks for sticking with us this far. Next up, we'd like to recap some of the previously announced Nintendo titles you can look forward to playing from September onwards. Let's take a look. We hope you're looking forward to these upcoming titles. This next video will be our last announcement. Please take a look.
Mario related. Paper Mario, Thousand Year Door. I didn't imagine this, but this is good. Sorry about that. I have a hotkey that's just in a bad spot. I gotta switch it.
Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door, originally released on Nintendo GameCube, will return with enhanced graphics. Whether you played the original or have yet to play it, we hope you'll look forward to experiencing this adventure in a paper world starring Mario and friends. That's all for today's Nintendo Direct. Thank you for watching.
Yeah, I think that I can just leave it there. Do some pause, and I don't want it to autoplay or something. Anyway, so there's a fair bit to recap there. Sorry, I was a little late getting it going. I got it all set up. I had to do some work with Stream Elements, and it was giving me some headaches. And I was trying to I had to take my medicine before I tried to get it in before 10. And because I got to take them 12 hours apart. And I just buggered that up anyways. So either way, we're there. Got it. I was kind of hoping to talk. Pardon me. I was kind of hoping to talk about predictions ahead of time. I did put it on my Facebook post that I shared this article on. Let me go over there quick. Sorry, that was on the official one. Let's go over to me. These aren't in order at all. What the heck? So yeah, I basically said at the beginning that there would be some more Mario Wonder coverage, which there was. The Splatoon. There was a rumored Animal Crossing update that didn't show up, and then I said some Pokemon stuff and some F-Zero stuff. So, and I was right about the F-Zero. I did hear about that. I knew it wasn't going to be a full game. The rumors are that the people that made Super Mario Strikers are actually working on another on an F-Zero, as well as another Luigi's Mansion game. So that's the rumor. I'm not 100% sure if that's true or not, but that's the rumor. And I thought it was a little early for that, but F-Zero 99 makes sense. They do one of these 99 things every year. They did Tetris 99 a few years ago. It was really cool. And they take a normal game mechanic and turn it into a battle royale, essentially. But it's more so just for screwing around, right? 99 people playing the same F-Zero game sounds like a hoot. The fact that they're getting that to work on a Switch is pretty impressive. There's probably a bunch of people tuned into the Direct expecting, Switch 2 announcements or some sort of miracle. That this isn't where they would do that anyways. They need to get a few things behind them. These next couple Mario games that they have, Mario RPG is one of them for sure that they need to get behind them before they announce the Switch 2. I think everything else they're probably safe with. That Princess Peach, let me go over to my list here. Yeah, the Princess Peach Showtime, March 22nd. That is an interesting release date. I suspect, because we're going to have another Direct before that. We'll have a Direct January, February-ish from Nintendo, like a full-fledged Direct. They'll probably do like a Direct Mini or a showcase of this Princess Peach game. And kind of delve into that a little bit better at that point in time. But I honestly expect them to do a Switch 2 announcement in the first quarter of next year. And it's probably going to be Nintendo's really weird that way. They like to do like summer releases for their consoles and let them percolate over the summer and all that. And then you kind of get the initial wave of all the fanboys wanting to buy the consoles right on day one. You get that demand kind of out of the way before the holidays, and you can spin up another big, huge production run for the holidays. So say I don't expect a Switch 2 announcement, or I didn't expect a Switch 2 announcement here. I know some people were. It's just the wrong place, the wrong time for that. And yeah, so let's kind of go over what we saw here. We had the Splatoon expansion pass, the side order thing that comes next spring. That's like a campaign expansion. It's not the multiplayer side of it, so it's story stuff. If you're a Splatoon 3 fan, that's probably good for you, but it doesn't do anything for me. This one does, the Mario versus Donkey Kong. That looks fun as hell. That is a me game. February 16th, that comes. Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown. I was going goo over that when it was announced. I believe it was announced at the PlayStation Showcase back in not E3 time, right? So I don't know if it's a Switch game for me or if it's going to be a console game. We'll see. I think it might just be a console game. Horizon Chase 2. Turbo was the first one. That's coming. I didn't put down the release date because I suck, but it's coming. The first one was fun. I have it on the Switch. It was fun. It's not a cruise and blast. Like, it's, if you're looking for that, it isn't that. Yeah, the Super Mario RPG, that's November 17th. So we got to get it out of the way. We got to get this Princess Peach Showtime out of the way before they do any of that. Any of this talk of a new console thing. Another Code 2 Memories. It was a DS title. And they've switched it around to work on the Switch, or rebuilt it or whatever they did. It looks neat. It's not my thing. Man, did I not spell that right? Tomb Raider 1-3 Remastered. That's February 14th. It looks okay. Right? That seems fun. Detective Pikachu Returns. That's October 6th. That is a lot earlier than I thought. For some reason, I had first quarter next year in my head on that, but maybe I messed it up with something else. Trombone Champ. That looks fun as hell. It's a goofy party game. That comes out today. Battle Crush. That's 2024. War Tales. That's today. Contra Operation Galaga. That's early 2024. Unicorn Overlord. That's March 8th. Do they just take two things and mesh them together? Like, I don't know if this is part of an attached universe. I've never heard of anything like it before. But then they just take like mythical creature and power. So you could be like mythical creature ogre, mythical power, demon, ogre demon. Ogre Demon 98 comes out this week, right? But yeah, it's your typical turn-based strategy game. Well, it's not really a turn-based strategy, turn-based combat. There looked to be a little bit of like an overworld strategy applied to it. Luigi's Mansion 2 HD next summer. See, that doesn't need to be released before a Switch 2. Like, that's fine. F-Zero 99, that's today for Switch Online subscribers. And then you got Bandletale, a League of Legends story, and Song of Nunu, a League of Legends story. So Song of Nunu comes out November 1st, and Bandletale comes out in 2024 at some point. Again, if you're a League of Legends fan, that's great. It's good stuff for you. It's not my cup of tea necessarily. I'm familiar with it, but not that familiar with it. So, WarioWare Move It. That looks like a surefire way just to throw it back out really quick. But 20 years ago, I'd be all over that. That looked fun. Uden Chronicle 100-Year Heroes, April 23rd. Again, not really my thing, but it did look like it was interesting at least. It had kind of like the Fire Kingdom 3 Houses, or Fire Emblem. Fire Emblem 3 Houses feel to it, to the trailer. Give me that vibe. Eastward Octobia. Cutesy kind of pixel art game. Looked neat. But then Octobia's being an expansion pass. That comes out this holiday. I wrote holiday 2022. Wargroove 2. Which, if I'm picking it up is a rhythm kind of game, like yeah. It looked to be like it was in a rhythm, like you have to time your actions with it, but maybe I was just mistaken on that. Dave the Diver, that comes October 26th. That's a fun game on Steam, and now it's coming to Switch for its console exclusive period anyways. And then we got a bunch of stuff for the Mario Kart 8 Wave 6, Booster Pack Wave 6. We got the first track confirmed for it is the Wii version of Daisy Circuit. Then we got Diddy Kong, finally. Funky Kong, finally. Pauline and Peachette. I wasn't really waiting for those two, but Diddy Kong, like we needed Diddy Kong, and Funky Kong. He was a blast, but like why wasn't Diddy Kong in there from the beginning? And that's coming this holiday, of course. And then Among Us, the Fungal, that's in October. And the one more thing that they announced, which is Paper Mario and the Thousand Year Door remake. And that's coming 2024. That excites me quite a bit, actually. Paper Mario and the Thousand Year Door is a fan favorite release. It's definitely, I would say Super Mario RPG is like the most popular offshoot, or the most, it's a cultish offshoot, I guess, is maybe a better way of phrasing it. But amongst the diehard Mario fans, of the kind of your offshoots or spin-off games, Thousand Year Door is very highly coveted and or highly regarded. So I think this made perfect sense. Just kind of like the RPG makes perfect sense. And it's interesting to see them revisiting 3 different game mechanics in the Mario universe with the Mario versus Donkey Kong game mechanic, which that is fun. That looks really fun. Some of the stuff from the very original, like the Donkey Kong and Donkey Kong Jr. games, making its way into that. And then the Super Mario RPG remake, and then Paper Mario and the Thousand Year Door. So like we really have like NES and really the arcade era of Mario stuff popping back out. I know that was a Game Boy Advance game as well, but moving it into that newer area, right, into the Game Boy Advance was even a big kind of deal at the time. And then taking the inspiration from that into this is really cool. And then you have the N64, or sorry, no, that was Super Nintendo. Yeah, Super Nintendo was a Super Mario RPG, and Thousand Year Door was GameCube. So you have like many eras of Nintendo kind of all getting remade or revisited here, which is really exciting to see. So all in all, I think it was a satisfactory direct. I don't know what I would rate it. Probably a B plus or an A minus, somewhere in there. There wasn't anything for me specifically there. There was like 3 games there that I think I'm really stoked for. And well, 4. That Peach game looks really good. That Princess Peach Showtime. That looks really fun too. So, but all in all, like the 4 things that excite me the most are all mainline, or not mainline, but all Nintendo IP. Like it's all first party stuff. Dave the Diver, I'm excited to see that get put to Switch to see what happens there. But really, out of the third party stuff, well, Detective Pikachu's weird because it's Nintendo and Game Freak kind of all in one, the Pokemon Company and all that. So, but I do like to see Detective Pikachu as well. Really looking at all these, though, the most interesting stuff is coming out of Nintendo. Third-party support is a little weird, and I don't know if we're seeing these remakes of old 3DS and DS and whatever JRPGs coming to it as a means of trying to bridge the gap in between what they thought was going to be coming with a Switch 2 or a Super Switch or whatever versus what actually happened, or not. It could be completely different, really. It's kind of hard to tell. Yeah, I don't know. I've B plus. I think it's very strong B plus, or A minus. Like, what would have made it better for me? Zelda. Right. I know we just got Tears of the Kingdom, but like we know that the Twilight Princess HD and Wind Waker HD remaster packs are sitting there, ready to get shoved into something and sold to me for $80, and I will pay $80 for it. I'd probably pay $80 each for it because I'm an idiot, but why don't we ship them? Right. So that they're holding on to that for a gap, obviously. But, it's exciting stuff to see. These new takes on older stuff. I like to see that coming back. Right. We will be doing something for the PlayStation State of Play at 5:00 this evening. I'm going to try to figure out what that's going to look like before that. But until then, it'll be that. I'm not going to do like a straight up broadcast of this. This won't go on to the audio versions. This will just stay here on YouTube, and I'll probably archive it onto Twitch because it's on YouTube already. I'm co-streaming on both. So yeah, I don't think I'll cut this into an audio version. There's no real point to it. And maybe I'll just do an episode tomorrow where I recap kind of all this and talk about the news. It's been a pretty busy news week, and I got a couple things I want to get off my chest about that. And we'll see where we go from there. But PlayStation State of Play, I've been told it's mostly focused on third-party stuff coming later this year. It'll probably be Spider-Man because it comes out like next week. So they'll do a big Spider-Man slam, and it'll be partner showcases. Call of Duty will have to be in there. They don't have an option now, really. And I don't know what else we'll see. I've got thoughts. Well, I'll talk about them. I'll get live before that this time. I'll try to get live about 15 minutes before that, get it all set up. Anyways, that was it. I think that kind of covers me for today's episode of today's episode of the Well Played podcast covering the Nintendo Direct 2023 live. Sorry, it was a little bit of a messy bit. I was hoping to have about 5 minutes to talk beforehand, but I got all bogged down trying to get my bagel into me and get things done before we went live. So anyways, it's been a blast. I've been Warren Curtis. You've been the best audience I could ever ask for. Thank you for joining me, and we'll see you later on today.